The following is a special presentation of the NCWLIFE Channel. Welcome to the 61st commencement exercises of Eastmont High School. Today's broadcast is made possible by these fine sponsors. Auto Mocha, with 6 locations in our valley to serve you. Black Rock Asphalt Services, your local asphalt seal coating company. Cashmere Valley Bank, the little bank with the big circle of friends. Columbia Valley Community Health, with 9 locations serving Wenatchee and Chelan. Dr. Parks, DDS, an orthodontic specialist. Call 662-7918 for a complimentary evaluation. First Choice Collision Center, your first choice in collision repair. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language. Go USA, your local source for promotional products and branded apparel. Harvest Valley Pest Control, your guide to the pest-free life. Call for your free quote. Leonard Evans Used Cars Superstore, where the name means a great deal. Rose Tractor in East Wenatchee, your local Cub Cadet dealer. The Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, sign up for summer programs today. Wenatchee Valley College, your future starts here. And by the Walkabout Grill in downtown Wenatchee and outdoor seating in Leavenworth.
Good evening and welcome to the Town Toyota Center here in Wenatchee, Washington for the commencement exercises for the class of 2019 for Eastmont High School. The graduates will be entering the arena very shortly.
Hello? Hi, good evening, and welcome. Thank you for braving the bridge and the parking, but I can promise you this will be worth it. Welcome, my name is Lance Noel, and I'm the principal of Eastmont High School. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the Eastmont School District's 61st commencement ceremony as we gather here to honor the Eastmont High School class of 2019. Will you all please stand, remove your hats, and honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Tara Abbott, the seniors from the EHS choir will sing the Star Spangled Banner. Students, you may be seated. As a courtesy to everyone, I'd like to remind you to please turn your cell phone off. We also ask that you remain seated throughout the entire ceremony. We value each and every one of these fine soon to be graduates, and your attention and applause for each graduate is sincerely appreciated. At the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, the graduates will gently and safely toss their caps. After the caps are tossed, your senior will wait for you at the arena floor, anticipating your hugs, handshakes, and extra photo opportunities with family and friends. So graduates, let's not put an eye out with those caps, because mom's gonna want it back. And it will be a lot smoother that way. Just so you know, the diplomas will be available in the back behind the stage after the ceremony. I'll let you all in a little secret. The diplomas aren't actually in the jackets. Not that we don't trust you guys, but just in case. So after the ceremony, come down and say hi to your graduate, and the diplomas will be in the back for you to pick up. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce your ASB president for the class of 2019, Landon McClune.
I would like to welcome let me restart. I would like to welcome the dignitaries on stage tonight. Please hold your applause until all are standing. High School Assistant Principal, Stacia Hardy. High School Assistant Principal, Tom McCrae. High School Assistant Principal, John Abbott. High School Assistant Principal, High School Principal, Lance Noel. Superintendent, Dr. Garin Christensen. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, David Woods. President of the Board Directors, Steve Piccirillo, and board members Jan Seto, Annette Eggers, and Dave People. Please join the class of 2019 and I in thanking Colette Skadson and Tracy McDonald, who made the arrangements and did the setup for this evening. There are a few more thank yous. Our musical entertainment tonight will be provided by our EHS band, directed by Maggie Whiteman, who will be conducting in her first graduation, and we will also feature our EHS choir under the direction of Tara Abbott. It takes a village to raise a senior, and seated at the end of each row of students is our incredible and exhausted EHS faculty. Would our EHS staff please stand and be recognized? Additional thanks goes out to the Scratching Post staff, editor Grace Howell, and advisor Andy Garness for this amazing graduation edition of the Scratching Post. We also need to thank the incredible staff at the Town Toyota Center. The staff here have been truly outstanding to work with. Thank you, Manager Mark Miller, EHS grad Aaron Harvey, and all your outstanding staff. Our fellow classmates, please join me in thanking our parents, family members, and friends that have helped us through the years, especially this one. Personally, I would like to thank the entire class for taking this 13-year journey with me. This is an epic stepping stone for us all. However, we still have a long ways to go. When people talk about the human life, they usually talk about 100 years, give or take. So let's say that this stage right here is life, and it's 100 feet long. So here I am. Welcome to the world. Thanks, Mom, for getting me here. I'm crawling, kind of going goo goo gaga, learning to walk, learning to talk, driving my parents nuts with all the scandalous things I'm getting into. Elementary school, kindergarten, first grade, here we are, keep going. Middle school, we're starting to get phones, Facebook accounts, starting to get popular on social media. We think we're all that in a bag of chips. And here we are right now. We're graduating. This is 18. It's kind of crazy, but it's gonna be fun. Next, college, trade school, military, who knows what you're doing? Get a job, get married, have some kids, they'll drive you nuts, and then you'll remember when they become teenagers, how bad you guys were, including myself. Keep working, they're growing up, they're going to high school, you decide to put them through college or whatever they want to do because you want to be a good parent, whatever. Keep going. Right now you keep working, and then you're like, oh, time to retire. Okay, I'll move down to Arizona in the winter because it's cold, and then I'll take vacations everywhere and grandparents all throughout this until, sadly, you reach the end of life. Now, if you remember back where I first started, which is all the way at the end of this stage, it's been a ride up until about this point right here. This is where we're at. Take a look at this huge gap I have right here. That's a long ways to go. Don't waste it. Use it wisely. Make some mistakes. Be human. Learn from your mistakes, though. Be sure to do that. Love, hate, but always forgive. Make life worth it, and don't waste it. I sincerely thank you all for taking this journey with me, and I wish you luck in the rest of yours. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you your senior class president, Lucy Gomez.
Hey. Okay. On behalf of Eastmont High School's class of 2019, I'd like to welcome everyone here and thank you for cheering on your graduates. Some of you are probably asleep right now, and I don't blame you. After just a couple minutes of us listening to our teachers, I think we all start thinking random thoughts of what we're going to eat later or how much we wish we were lying in bed. Right now, you can think of your favorite chicken pot pie or your mom's freshly made tamales, because I'm going to take a moment to speak solely to the senior class, my senior class, our senior class. The same class that exudes pride and confidence, the same class that excels in anything they're put against, and the same class that will continue to break boundaries and set the bar higher and higher than ever before. Well, senior class of 2019, like the philosophical poet Drake once said, it looks like we started at the bottom and now the whole team's here. Or most of it. It seems like just yesterday we arrived to the halls of Eastmont High School as scared sophomores. As sophomores, we experienced our first high school dance and our first time driving. Yeah, that was a scary one for us all, especially when Kaylin Massey started driving. Where's Massey? You know what I'm talking about. Do you guys remember when Tanner Nelson's Volkswagen blew up in the school's parking lot? Yeah, there was firefighters. He said it was a gopher, but I think it was just an excuse to get out of that annoying state testing. As sophomore year passed us by, we had no worries except of what we were gonna wear the next day, or how we were going to get past Noel without him bullying us. It was a mutual bullying, so I think it was okay. He would kick our feet, and we would call him short, and then we would keep walking. Junior year passed us by like a blur. We finally were old enough to say that we hated the underclassmen, and we couldn't believe how slow they walked in the halls. Eastmont High School became more of a home to us since we spent more than 8 hours a day. And yes, I said 8 hours. 7 hours in class, or 8 if you had a 0 period, and then 2 to 3 hours at practice, sporting events, band or choir, clubs like Mecha, FCCLA, or Smash Club. Everybody loves Smash Club. As juniors, we were all left reminiscing on how great our senior year was going to be. And most of us felt like graduation was so far away. Boy, we were really, really wrong. Senior year by far was the best. The class of 2019 filled senior year with remember when moments, not only for us, but also for everyone at our school. Remember when we threw chalk at the football game and everyone was left gasping for air? Remember when we sang Travis Scott at the top of our lungs and started a mosh pit at the homecoming dance? Remember when the Eastmont drumline totally defeated the Wenatchee drumline at the Battle of the Bridges basketball game? Remember when everyone was doing the In My Feelings challenge? Remember when Mr. Noel got his head shaved and looked like an older version of Mr. Clean? These are some of the many memories we created together. These memories left a lasting footprint behind, so much so that I can, with no doubt, say that we were the class to change the culture at Eastmont High School forever. This is going to sound cheesy, but I think we can all say that our senior class was really the best. As we leave Eastmont High School behind, some of us feel like this is the end, but in reality, this isn't. Once we get handed our diplomas become like keys. Yes, this key might close the door behind us, but it opens so many in front of us, and it is up to us to choose which ones we walk through. I miss you all so much already, and I know you guys are going to do great things in life. I can't wait to watch you guys prosper in whatever you choose to do. I love and care for you all, and I hope you know that you'll always have a home at Eastmont High School. Class of 2019, it looks like we made it. Next, I'd like to present Julie Coons, who will be giving out the Wildcat Distinguished Alumnus Award.
As you have read in your program, our distinguished alumnus recipient, Julie Stimpson Lewis, is not your average person. Or maybe it was the extraordinary situation in which she found herself that led this Eastmont grad to accomplish things she never even imagined. Julie's chosen path was to become a teacher, and not just any teacher, Brian Scott, a science teacher, which she did for 2 years, and then life. Julie's HIV diagnosis led her down a different teaching path. One as a public health educator, educating others on HIV and treatment, and dispelling the myths surrounding the disease. Through her work, it became obvious that there were glaring disparities in healthcare systems around the world. Those who needed it most did not have access. Julie's heart for community and global health led her to work with World Vision, which later led her to Construction for Change. In 2014, when Julie had outlived her prognosis by 30 years, she and her family chose to celebrate by launching the 3030 Project in partnership with Construction for Change. Their mission? Build 30 health centers around the world that will operate for 30 years. It has been said that through adversity, character is built. Or maybe it is adversity that brings to light our true character. Julie is a teacher, but she's also a fighter. A fighter for those less fortunate, a fighter for those who do not have a voice, a fighter for life itself. Accepting on behalf of her mother, please welcome Julie's daughter, Teresa Hillis.
Julie had really wanted to be here today. She was actually in Leavenworth just this morning and planning to accept this award, but had to go back to Seattle to be with a family member in the hospital. As the director of the 3030 Project and Julie's daughter, I'm honored to be here to accept this award on her behalf. My mom founded the 3030 Project based on her belief that healthcare is a human right, and that a person's health should not be determined by where they live or by how much money they have. Considering the lot that she was dealt in this life, she could have sat back and just enjoyed the time that she had left. But instead, she did something to pay forward the access to cutting-edge healthcare that she received here in Washington State by founding the 3030 Project. She wanted all of you to know that it doesn't matter how old you are or what your circumstances. We all have the opportunity to make a difference in this world. Thank you for honoring her with this award, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
The Academic Top 10 is an Eastmont High School honor for those students who have completed a rigorous academic schedule, including honors and advanced placement courses in a variety of academic disciplines. Their group picture has been taken and will be displayed in our amazing building alongside previous Top 10 award recipients, beginning with the class of 1996. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Academic Top 10 in alphabetical order, so not in grade order. Please hold your applause until all are standing. Aiden Bailey, Kai Bailey, Aiden Barger, Alejandra Amazola, Cesar Bedoya Hurtado, Riley Bergen, Tanner Child, Emma Damon, Ari Ellington, and Connor Weldy. Thank you. You may be seated. Will all Honor Society members of the class of 2019 please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. Students in the state of Washington can now earn a seal of biliteracy. If you will graduate tonight with a seal of biliteracy on your diploma, please stand. Thank you. If you have already earned college credit through AP testing, tech prep classes, online education, or running START, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, we would like to acknowledge all of our graduates who have planned service in the military as their first step away from high school. Would you please stand and be recognized for your willingness to protect and serve our nation? And now for the crowd out there. In recognition of this, our 61st commencement ceremony, we would like everyone who has previously participated in this ceremony to be recognized. If you are an EHS alum, will you please stand and be recognized? And now, it is my pleasure to welcome Stacia Hardy to the stage for the presentation of our Senior Boy and Girl of the Year.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting the 2018-19 Boy and Girl of the Year Award. These awards go to one male and one female in the senior class that have established themselves as the complete package. They have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, high moral character, involvement in their school community, and a passion for what they do every day. They truly exemplify what it means to be an Eastmont Wildcat. When you talk about kind students, this young lady's name must be in the conversation. From her sweet and sincere hellos each day to her dedication to track and academics, she excels in being an awesome person. She is one of those students we remember for years to come. She genuinely wants to know how each person is doing in life and is not afraid to ask anyone. She is incredibly caring and just a wonderful human being. Mr. Wavra shared the following about this young lady. She is a paradox, a curious concoction of seemingly opposing traits. Very rarely do serene kindness and ferocious toughness combine so seamlessly in someone as they do in this young lady. A tireless worker and astute observer by nature, she quietly accomplishes amazing things, often while nobody is watching. She may never raise her voice, but will subtly express her disapproval in ways that are louder than bombs. She carries herself with the respect and dignity of royalty, yet she is humble and approachable as a saint. This young lady has been involved in a number of activities throughout her time at Eastmont High School. She is a four-year letterman in both track and cross country. She has taken everything from honors courses to turf and landscape and yearbook. She has finished her high school career with a 3.8 grade point average and was selected as the Scholar Athlete of the Year. She represented Eastmont High School in the Apple Blossom Pageant Top 5 and was voted most photogenic. She truly believes in the Wildcat way and demonstrates those character traits on a daily basis in all aspects of her life. Please help me welcome to the stage the 2018-19 Eastmont High School Girl of the Year, Lorena Zepeda. And now for the Boy of the Year. This young man truly leads by example. He works consistently to make this world a better place through his actions with others and his accomplishments and achievements. His positive attitude and character make any team, class, or group he is associated with better. He is not afraid to try and that motivates those that are around him. Mr. Fenton shared the following. Weirdly wonderful. This is how I would describe this young man. He is strange in his passions, his drawings, and his extracurricular and scholastic pursuits. Never have I had a student ask me about John Milton's Paradise Lost. He did. He just decided he should read it someday, and then he went for it. He is driven intellectually with an infectious laugh and a plethora of weird jokes, comments, and facial expressions. This young man is well-rounded. He is a 3-season varsity athlete. He's in 2 audition choirs and has excelled academically. He is a strong advocate for the arts in the high school, choosing to stay in choir while pursuing AP classes. From French to calculus, the cross-country course to the choir ensemble. He has been a positive leader in our building and community through actions and example. He consistently demonstrates incredible kindness, is respectful and humble, and is admired by staff and students alike. You will find him in every red zone, no matter the sport. He is committed to what makes Eastmont great and lives the Wildcat way. This young man is truly a class act and the model of what it means to be an Eastmont Wildcat. In the words of his English teacher, Mr. Fenton, Gus is Gus, and we all could love him for that. Please welcome to the stage your 2018-19 Boy of the Year, Gus Wavra.
As we introduce the dignitaries on stage, one of our board members was forgotten, so I'm going to introduce her on her own. Board member Cindy Wright, would you please stand and be recognized? And now, for the presentation of our salutatorian, Ms. Shayla Brookover, will you please come to the stage? And Tanner Child, will you come up also?
Class of 2019, you look good.
Let me get my speech.
You don't have one. I feel like Harry Potter. It is my honor to introduce this year's graduating class salutatorian, Tanner Child. I would like to recognize Tanner's parents, Brandon and Emily Child. Would you please stand? As you would expect of a salutatorian, his academic background is impressive. 5 AP classes, 8 honors classes, a 3.98889, I'm a science teacher. Significant digits, I'm sure we could have rounded. The dreaded A-. We all have those minor disappointments in life, and the key is how you respond to those negative events that determine the outcome. I asked Tanner about his stumble from perfection, and his response is true to what I know of his character. A quick smile, no excuses or blame, and a positive outlook on how it took the course of his academics in a positive direction. But grades paint one picture. However, it is your actions and how people remember you that speak true to your character. It is your character that is most important in life. Representative of his actions, Tanner is a cross-country distance runner. He has been part of a family of athletes for many years, training year-round, and let's admit, it takes a special type of person to run for fun. And he exhibited the same tenacity and grit on the field as he does in the classroom. How do people remember Tanner? I asked many of Tanner's teachers and classmates 3 words that first come to mind when you think of Tanner. Here are a few of the common thoughts. Interesting, intellectual, inquisitive, hardworking, responsible, conscientious. I think these are words that often describe the academically motivated, distant runner types, not that I'm stereotyping. And the compliments continued. Humble, thoughtful, kind, humorous, service-minded, friendly, happy, positive. But perhaps my favorite response, of course, came from an English teacher, Mrs. Grubb. Remarkable. Such a simple sounding word that means extraordinary, exceptional, amazing, astonishing, astounding, marvelous, wonderful, sensational, stunning, incredible, unbelievable, miraculous, phenomenal, and prodigious. Thank you for the internet. It is a word that is unassuming yet means so much more, just like Tanner. He is remarkable.
Will the following students please come to the stage? Aiden Bailey, Aiden Barger, Cesar Bedoya Hurtado, Riley Bergen, Emma Damon, Ari Ellington, and Connor Welding. These students have all earned a perfect 4.0 cumulative GPA during their high school career and are our EHS valedictorians for the class of 2019. As I introduce each of the valedictorians, I will introduce their parents. As I do, will the parents of our valedictorians please stand? I'll start with Aiden Bailey. Aiden's parents are Scott and Junko Bailey. Aiden has one sibling named Kai. He's here tonight too, by the way. Aiden plans on going to the University of Washington to study computer science. His activities are basketball, video games, and he is a second-degree black belt in karate. Something unique about Aiden is that his mom is also a second-degree black belt, and the last time they competed for grand champion at a karate tournament, she beat him. Congratulations, Aiden. Our next valedictorian is Aiden Barger. Aiden's parents are Ron and Jennifer. Aiden has one sibling named Sean. He's here too. Aiden plans to attend Washington State University and study English and creative writing. His interests are writing, shocker, politics, walking long distances, and crocheting. I have never said that in 23 years of working with high school students. As if that wasn't unique enough, something unique is Aiden can put his hands together and make them move in a smooth, wave-like seaweed. Captain. Aiden Barger. Caesar Bedoya Hurtado. Caesar's parents are Jorge and Lourdes Bedoya. Caesar has one sibling, Isabel. Caesar plans on attending Washington State University to major in civil engineering and minor in math. His interests are all things exo, cooking, baking, and running. Something unique about Caesar, and we're going to try this, is that he can make himself cry on command. Can we zoom in? Caesar Bedoya. By the way, when you have 7 valedictorians, you know there's a good principal in the house. Just throwing that out there. I was one too. We had a class of 1. Next is Riley Bergen. Riley's parents are Minda and Derek Bergen. Riley's 2 siblings are Drew and Emma. Riley plans on attending Whitworth University to major in political science for the pre-law program. His interests are singing, acting, health and fitness, philosophy, and politics. Something unique about Riley is that he can bend his thumb all the way back and touch his forearm. That is disturbing. Riley Bergen. Emma Damon. Emma's parents are Chad and Brady Damon. Emma has one sibling, Colin. Emma plans to attend Syracuse University in New York as a recipient of the Coronat Scholarship, a full 4 years of tuition valued at $212,000. She's my new best friend. She plans on double majoring in economics and citizenship and civil engagement with a minor in Spanish. Interests are singing, playing guitar, volleyball, volunteering, and listening to Taylor Swift. Something unique is that Emma is an avid collector of socks with funny sayings on them. Not tonight. Emma Damon. Next is Ari Ellington. Ari's parents are Hannah and Ryan Ellington and Ryan Skyleman. Ari's siblings are Olivia, Alex, Andy, and Andy. That's a lot of A's in your family. Oh, it's on purpose. Okay, Ari plans on attending Western Washington University to study English. Her interests are fantasy, romance, and justice. Something unique about Ari is she is really good at Tetris, and has logged over 80 hours playing the game. How do you do that and be valedictorian? Congratulations, Ari. Last and not least is Connor Weldy. Connor's parents are Shannon and Joshua Weldy. Connor has one sibling named Thomas. Connor plans on attending Whitworth University to pursue a degree in business. I'm a business major. You're on your way to becoming a high school principal. Congratulations. And run on their cross country and track teams. Interests are running and exercise, woodworking, instructing martial arts, playing and listening to music. Something unique about Connor is he showed up to his first soccer practice with 2 broken arms. I can see why you got into martial arts. And was born with a tooth. Connor Weldy. And now, our valedictorians will step to the microphone to address their class.
Thank you, Mr. Noel, for that introduction and the plaque. I feel so honored to be here today. For those of you that don't know, I have an identical twin brother, Kai Bailey, sitting right there. And what that means is that over the years, I've thought a lot about what it is that makes me unique. And I think what it comes down to is there's a little mole right here on my face. Kai and I, we really are unique people, and so I was wondering how that comes to be. And what I think it is, I can't say that the difference between us is in our DNA, because Kai and I have the exact same DNA. So I thought about this. None of us is really completely in control of how our lives turn out. We meet people, we have experiences, and each of these changes us in some way. Throughout my career in academics, I've focused really hard on my education. But it was the relationships with the people in my life that made me into the unique person that I am today. From my karate senseis, who taught me respect and discipline, to my teachers, who opened doors for me academically, to my friends, who were just the worst. You guys didn't teach me anything. And of course, to my family, who was there to support me every step of the way. I am so grateful for all of the people that made me into the unique person that I am. And I'm looking forward to creating these kind of relationships when I go to the UW next fall. Each of us on this stage is united by our academic success, but we all each have unique stories to tell. So I hope you'll join me in congratulating or celebrating each of our unique journeys. Thank you.
I can't imagine what my high school journey would have been like if I hadn't been part of the distance runner family. When it's 90 degrees outside and Coach Millard tells us to go run for an hour, people think there must be something wrong with us. Well, for me, as well as many others on the team, running is more than just exercise. As a freshman, I found a peculiar sport and an odd group of people that I liked. This liking soon turned into a passion, which has taught me so much more about life and myself than I ever would have expected. Something about undergoing pain together forms strong bonds between people, even when the pain is voluntary, or in other words, joining cross country. I will never forget the countless memories that I made with a group of people who I now consider to be my family. This community has blessed me beyond what I ever deserved. Through my passion for running and through finding my identity in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, I have grown so much, and my 4 years in high school have become 1,000 times better. I plan to further pursue my passion for running and for Jesus at Whitworth University next fall. I encourage you, if you haven't already, to find your passion and run with it. It can lead to adventures, growth, and memories beyond what you will ever imagine. Thank you.
Each one of us here has our sources of happiness. The things that make us happy can help us make the best of times, but they can also help us cope with the bad times. Whether it's spending hours doing homework or having just a crummy day, I can always turn to the things that make me happy. For me, my outlets are waiting anxiously for a new music video to come out at 2 in the morning, hanging out with friends, or having been able to talk to my go-to person. These things that make me happy enable me to continue on no matter what. Happiness can also give us an indication of what our likes and dislikes are, which can help us choose what we want to do. I, for one, feel strange joy when it comes to things like calculus and trigonometry, which is a sign for me to continue with math in some path. However, it's different for everyone here, unique. As we go on, happiness is a key component. No matter where we may be in life, we can always turn to our sources of happiness to give us support and perhaps even guidance, helping us grow and improve. But no matter what, don't let anyone or anything mess up your tempo.
I consider myself incredibly lucky to be here today. Not just because it's an amazing honor, it is, but because of the roller coaster ride my senior year has been. Depression, anxiety, and PTSD, oh my. I've had countless appointments with doctors and therapists, 3 ER visits, and 2 week-long stays at mental facilities. Among other things, I struggle with suicidal thoughts far more often than I'd like to admit. So I consider myself incredibly lucky to be alive. And I consider myself incredibly lucky that my mental health didn't affect my ability to learn. I have a support system and patient professors, and somehow, with a little luck, I'll be graduating with a 4.0. The World Health Organization says that 1 in 4 people will struggle with the mental illness at some point in their lives. That could be someone you know, someone you love, or someone you've lost. Some people struggle so much that this couldn't even be their dream. So I'm not saying that everyone with a mental illness can do what I've done. But I do know that anyone can heal. Through treatment, the colors have become brighter, as has my smile and my future. And before I pass the mic on to Riley, I'd like to thank my community, my teachers, my friends, family, doctors and therapists, and most of all, my mom. She's been with me since day one, and she's helped shape me into the amazing woman I'm proud of being today. And I'm even more proud to say that after nearly 2 years of fighting, I've finally found true happiness. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Now, I'm sure this is going to deliver quite a shock to you all, but this guy right here is a planner. For me, life without a plan is like Noel without hair. It ain't pretty. You see, ever since I was a 4th grader, I had this grand plan of becoming a doctor. And I was steadfast in my decision. No ounce of reason, no matter how good it was, could deter me from my plan, for better or worse. However, as I've aged progressively to who I am now, I've become more open to reason. Through my endeavors in business law at the college, I realized that my strict adherence to my plan was ill-founded. A career as a lawyer is a much greater fit for me. And those of you who have ever debated me on whether a hot dog is a sandwich would definitely agree. In all seriousness, what I took away from this year was I shouldn't let my plan get in the way of my future. I still have a plan, but I'm not constraining myself with it. And who knows? Maybe this will be the best plan for all the dips and turns I will indubitably encounter on my journey through life. Thank you.
I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me every step of the way to get to this point. I love you guys. Life has no right answers. There is nothing you must or must not do. Eat 3 bags of dollar store cotton candy. Spend hours diving deep into Wikipedia rabbit holes. Catch frogs in the forest. Look at memes and listen to vaporwave music. As Caesar touched on earlier, personal happiness is the most important thing. As one of my favorite authors, Jack Kerouac, said, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. I try to take that to heart every day. Whether after this you're going to college, trade school, traveling, starting a career, or just sticking around, you are awesome. This life is your poem to unfold. Go with the flow, my dudes, and I hope you make it a great life. Also, yeehaw. Thank you.
I am very different from the person I was when I began high school, and I imagine that most of you can say the same. Our experiences have forced us to grow as friends, as students, as athletes, and as people. Throughout our growth, we've learned countless lessons. The most important lesson that I have learned is best summed up in the words of Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I can promise you I won't remember what year Thomas Jefferson became president, but I will always remember laughing hysterically at Mr. Schmouder's history jokes. I won't remember running countless sets of lines on the volleyball court, but I'll always remember beating Wenatchee at districts to go to state. I won't remember all of the words to the songs I learned in choir, but I will always remember how they filled me with passion and life. I won't remember what the score was at Battle of the Bridges, league champs, but I will always remember cheering on our Cats from the red zone. And so, as I look forward to my college career at Syracuse University in New York next fall, I would like to say thank you to my parents for your endless love and support, to my teachers, and specifically Mr. Millard, for your consistent belief in me. And thank you to my friends, to all of you, for all of the fantastic memories we've created. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I will forever be proud to call myself a Wildcat. Congratulations, class of 2019, and from all 7 of us on this stage, thank you.
I was just thinking if there was a valedictorian fight club, I think we'd dominate. Just confuse them with a little Tetris, line them with some socks, start bending your fingers and flopping, and Caesar starts crying, and then we bring in the black belts. Be amazing. I'd even join them. I'd cry. After working with high school students for 23 years, I've gotten good at it. It's my pleasure to introduce our Eastmont High School Chamber Choir and their director, Tara Abbott. They will be singing 2 numbers this evening. The first, a commencement tradition, is the singing of the alma mater under the direction of Senior Choir President Kobe Russell. The second number is Flight Song, accompanied by Ron Lodge. Okay, I think it's on a timer. So, we can't leave this microphone unused. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our president of our board of directors, Mr. Steve Piccirillo.
It's a great privilege and an honor to address the Eastmont High School graduating class of 2019, their parents, families, and friends. I've promised Principal Noel that my talk will not take more than 45 minutes to an hour. If he falls asleep, please let me know. Actually, it's only going to be about 10 minutes, but don't tell him that. My remarks tonight come in 3 parts. First, speaking on behalf of your parents and family. Second, remarks relating to what I consider to be the best teachers and staff in the state. And thirdly, some comments about our collective future. A future you are more in control of than you may know. Now, tonight's speech has a participation component. I sense a little pent-up energy in the first few rows here. I hope we can use it. I hope that all of you graduates and everyone in the audience will lend your voice when called upon. I'm going to borrow a phrase that was first used by Marshall University. The phrase is an expression of unity. Tonight, we are unified in your accomplishment and share in your joy. Tonight, forevermore, you are linked one to another as the 2019 graduating class of Eastmont High School. So to signify that common happiness, when I say we are, you say Eastmont. So let's try it, and that's for everybody in the audience as well. We are. We are. I'm sorry, what? We are. We are. We are. We are. Good, not shy, I like it. Tonight, I'd like to say some things that I believe every parent would say if they had the same opportunity here at the podium. We love you. We are proud of you. We have always, and we will always want the best for you. It may come as a surprise to you that many people considered us, your parents, to be fun and good-humored people before you were born. You probably haven't seen those qualities as often as you would have liked, and we did not demonstrate them as often as we should have. Raising children is such an awesome responsibility that it can make us a little slower to laugh and a little quicker to anger. No matter what happened during your journey of growth, we always believed that if we didn't give up on you, you would never give up either. If we didn't smile at every joke, if we were too serious, if we yelled when you needed silence, if we were silent when you wanted words, if we weren't the people you wanted us to be, if we weren't always the people you need us to be, we're sorry. We did the best we could. With every voice raised in anger, every stern look, every word of encouragement and of admonishment. We wanted you to have the best, to be the best. And what we did for love of you. We always knew you were the better part of ourselves. Remember your part in my speech. We are. On behalf of the staff of the Eastmont School District, I'd like to say the following. Sit up straight. Stop that. Quiet. No, you can't use your phone. The Eastmont School District has more than 800 staff members, including 408 teachers, 190 paraeducators. And each one of them is part of this accomplishment, your accomplishment. Each day during the school year, our district opens its doors to nearly 6,000 students. Every day, our teachers and staff care for, nourish, and teach them all. Our staff accepts every student that walks into the doors of our schools without reservation and without restriction, with open hearts and a genuine concern for each and every one of them. Teachers have a truly remarkable and varied skill set. The requirements of teaching are such that these broad spectrum skills are on display daily, if not hourly. They are college educated and certificated professionals, experts in herd management, trained social emotional leaders, safe school advocates, anti-bullying proponents, and most importantly, whether they be man or woman, angels here on earth. They are scrutinized by the media, meddled with by legislators, criticized by parents and students alike, and overseen by a school board. All of these people whose fingers are in the pie that is public education have something in common. They know virtually nothing about educating children. If you've never seen a teacher hold the attention of a class of 20 adolescents and inspire them to learn, or hold the hand of a kindergartner who has fallen on the playground, if you haven't experienced a principal or vice principal intervene in a physical confrontation between students or adjudicate student discipline, if you haven't watched a counselor coach and urge a struggling student to do better and to be better, if you haven't scrubbed a bathroom stall used by 1,000 kids a day, or checked the brakes of a school bus whose safe operation is all that really matters, or safely driven that same bus with 30 screaming kids up on board euphoric at the end of a school day, if you haven't seen one of our paraeducators care for and help one of our specially capable students interact with the world around them, if you haven't been responsible for the safety and well-being of 6,000 little humans for 180 days of the school year, then you don't know education. Because it is all those things and a million more. It is so hard, but it is the most important thing we do. Each year, the school board visits every school building and gets to spend a little bit of time speaking with and learning from our staff. We look at building reports, test scores, extracurricular activities, but the most satisfying and fulfilling part of those meetings, for me, is getting to the heart of the matter. In fact, it is the heart of our teachers that matters most. I can hear the passion in their voices when they talk about professional collaboration or response to intervention techniques, or how they helped a struggling student to understand subject matter. At once, they inspire our students, and yet are daily inspired by those very same students. At the core, they care. They care about each one of you, and they never give up on any student. Some of you out there tonight are here only because they care. For the best teaching, administrative, maintenance, and support staff in the state, I say, we are. We are. In the third part of my talk, I'd like to call you to action. My term on the school board ends in a few months. My influence is fleeting, if it, in fact, ever really existed. My time is coming to a close, but yours is just beginning. You have grown up in a time when it seems nothing is more important than diversity. So absorbed is society with the notion of diversity that we uphold it as paramount to virtually anything else. The problem with our morbid fascination with how different we are from one another makes me think we may be forgetting to celebrate our sameness. I'm not suggesting that any one of you, or anyone for that matter, abandon any cultural, racial, ethnic, religious, or gender affiliation you may have. Only that you not use it as a way to separate yourself from others. Or worse, to denigrate those from whom you are different. The superficial qualities that have led to our modern hyphenated American society are important distinctions personally. But for society, I humbly suggest, it is our commonality that is more important. It is in those things we have in common where the goals of peace and harmony are attainable. We all hope, we all dream, we all laugh, and we all despair. We are not so different from one another as you may believe. Celebrate the differences that matter to you, but within the context of our common human family. Our blind devotion to the idea has led many to believe we can't disagree, that diversity should exist in every way except the diversity of thought, that we cannot think differently from one another on socio-political matters, that those with whom we disagree are less than we are worse than we are. Some demonize those with whom they have a political difference and seek to quash honest, useful debate, and in so doing mortally wound that which they claim to uphold, diversity. Words matter. The truth matters. If we exclude anyone from the marketplace of ideas, we're most definitely not being true to our diverse heritage. If we ever ask someone not to speak because we disagree with them, we have become that which we fear. We are the monsters when we tell anyone what they can or cannot think. Let your words be words of light, words of goodness. Spend not 1 minute in casting your words in such a way to harm or hurt. Use your words to persuade, to debate, to change the way others think. Let your words be of encouragement and hope. Let there be the natural diversity of thought and opinion as it exists in the human race without restraint. Social media should not be a battleground littered with intemperate, hurtful, and ignorant remarks. Before any one of us decides to flex our internet muscles, be mindful that words matter and that they have consequences. Look to your left, look to your right. Very good. We're all different from one another in some way. I'm asking that when you meet someone new, someone different from you in some way, that you look in their faces and see not the differences, but a little of yourself. For there is some of you, what you believe, what you dream, what you fear in others. See the sameness. See the good. Be what so many of us hope you are. Be the best of us. Never give up on one another. We are. Finally, I'll share some words, and this, Mr. Noel, if he's still awake, will appreciate this, the end of my speech. Finally, let me share with you some words that I whispered into the ears of my children each night before they fell asleep. Words I think that reflect the general theme of my remarks tonight as it relates to encouraging and hopeful words. Each night at bedtime, I'd say a prayer, recite the poem Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, and then whisper the following words into their ears just as they were crossing from wakefulness into sleep. I share these words with you now because you are a reflection of their intent, and I hope you'll share them with your children someday. But they apply to you tonight as well as you go forward in your life's journey, wherever it leads. I hope you'll remember these words. You are smart. You are talented. You are strong. You can do anything in this world that you want to as long as you do your best and never give up. Never give up, class of 2019, because it is in the stubborn refusal to accept defeat that victory is achieved. And I say, we are. We are. We are. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. God bless this great valley, and God bless America.
Doing okay, graduates? Getting a little antsy? You thirsty? Getting thirsty? Hold on. There's a lot of water, sorry. I gotta enjoy my last moment. As you walk into Eastmont High School, you can sense that something is different. I know you guys are different, but I'm also talking about something else. Everyday students greet you at the door with waves, smiles, and handshakes and music. And some of the girls hug like they haven't seen each other in years, which is weird because they just saw each other like the night before. But as you walk through our halls, the atmosphere is out of the ordinary for many high schools. People interact overall in a positive way. It's not what you'd expect from 1,400 students and 175 odd adults. As guests have come through our school, I've had many people comment and even had other principals reach out asking, what are we doing to create such an amazing culture? And the answer is simple, and frustratingly, I deserve none of the credit. It's because of the example and expectations set by you, the class of 2019. You innately accept people and their differences and overall treat each other well. This has even spread to our staff, where they now have to follow your lead. I am the lone standout, but I think one bully in a school of 1,400 students is pretty good. You're an amazing class, and I wanted to highlight some of the many successes that have happened under your leadership. Cheer was dominant once again, qualifying for state and finishing 5th in the 4A classification. 3 senior cheerleaders were invited to audition for the Universal Cheerleading Association. Les Mis was magnificent. I have never seen a play of this caliber ever in a high school auditorium. Honestly, I should have paid you. It was a professional job. I'm not going to, but I should have. Football finished 9-1. They were the Big 9 champs. That's right. They finished this year at state as one of the top 16 teams in the Washington State 4A classification. Sign Idol was captivating. The courage demonstrated by our students as they performed on the stage was truly inspiring. Girls soccer were the District 6 champions and also represented Eastmont at state. FBLA sent 8 students to state and qualified 2 to nationals. By the way, when I'm talking about this class, you'll hear the word state a lot. Mariachi is awesome. They dazzle crowds. I knew you were going to do that. They dazzle crowds in each of their performances and have opened our community to a whole new world of music. Volleyball finished 2nd in league. Boys cross country were 2nd in league, 2nd in districts, and for the 3rd year in a row, they were the academic state champs. Our cross country team had a combined cumulative GPA of a 3.947. That's unbelievable. Our band was honored by being invited to the prestigious band festival at Central Washington University, and at the Wenatchee Jazz Workshop, 6 professional musicians described our jazz band's performance as awesome. I heard them, you are awesome. In the drumline battle, our drummers lit up this very town Toyota Center, literally, as they crushed it and blew away the crowd. Girls swim and dive finished 2nd in league and qualified several athletes to state. Boys soccer, full disclosure, I forgot them last year, and they've been hounding me ever since. So last year, they finished 1st in league, 1st in districts, and 4th in state. This year, they were awesome also. Now, please, guys, leave me alone. Unified basketball, absolutely inspiring. Girls wrestling finished 2nd at the sub-regionals and qualified 4 wrestlers to state. Boys wrestler, nice job, girls. Boys wrestling qualified 4 wrestlers to state. Mr. Eastmont, a talent show with no talent, but it was a blast. Boys swim and dive finished 3rd in league and also qualified numerous athletes to state. ASL, American Sign Language, their club was absolutely dominant. At the ASL, at the state competition, they took 1st in all 5 categories. If you were an ASL student from another school, you should have stayed on the bus. Lady Cats fast pitch finished 2nd in league. Girls golf won our league and finished 2nd at districts and qualified to state. Boys golf also qualified an athlete to state. FFA had 3 students voted into a leadership position as district FFA officers and sent a pile of people to FFA state. Our bowling team finished 1st in districts and went to state to win it again for the 3rd year in a row. We're like the New England Patriots of bowling. The Eastmont Choraleers and Chamber Choir both scored superior ratings at their regional choir festival. We had a school record, oh, it gets better, 32 students qualify for the state solo and ensemble competition. That's not a typo. Your class raised thousands of dollars for Jocelyn's Make-A-Wish, and I had to shave my head. A first, and according to my wife, a last in the history of Eastmont High School. And it came back grayer. Did you say yeah? Oh, it's a blonde highlights. I was kidding. There's no gray. I want to prove a point real quick with the class of 2019. So when this applies to you, I want you to stand up. If you went to school and worked a part-time job, stand up. All right, go ahead and have a seat. If you went to school and were involved in any sort of club or sport, music, drama, whatever it might be, stand up. Thank you. I did that for a reason. I want you to understand how amazing these people are. These are days starting at 7:30 a.m. unless you have 0 hour, it's like 6:30. Or if you've got hair that takes a lot of work, it's 5:30. And these are nights that end at 8, 9, 10, 11 p.m. on into the a.m.s. My point is these young adults have earned this the hard way and deserve to be celebrated. I am so proud of this class. I know so many of your stories. Allergies. Thank you. Allergies. And the fact that you made it here has earned my respect. You have overcome so many obstacles. I know some of you battled mental and physical health issues, homelessness, poverty, substance abuse, pains and scars from life, and yet here you sit. You are good people, and believe it or not, I am absolutely going to miss you. To the Eastmont community, I say thank you for trusting me with your students and giving me the honor and privilege of serving as the principal of Eastmont High School. The class of 2019, you are here because you are absolutely amazing and you have earned this honor. Will you all please stand and be recognized? Thanks, guys. You can sit. Will the following students report to the microphones? Lucy Gomez, Landon McClune, Gabriel Reynoso, and Sadie Nichols. Will all board members come forward to hand out diplomas? It's time. It is my honor to testify that all graduation requirements set forth by the Eastmont School District Board of Education have been met. I present to you the Eastmont High School class of 2019 for their diplomas. Are you ready, guys? I want to be clear, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, this is not a golf match. You better cheer loud and proud. Here we go.
Is this thing on? Yeah. All right, let's get this going. Cassandra Osborne.
Aiden Barter.
Diana Montez.
Ari Ellington.
Macy Taylor.
Tanner Child.
Trey Lopez.
Emma Damon.
Carson Reiber.
Connor Weldy.
Kobe Russell.
Riley Bergen.
Connor Sundet.
Aiden Bailey.
Hunter Samuels.
Cesar Bedoyas Hurtado.
Adalmus Espinoza.
Kai Bailey.
Chloe Forsyth.
Jewel Sinclair.
Andrea Guzman.
Riley Mosier.
Yadzari Martinez Guerra.
Blair Nees.
August Wavra.
Kaylee Balser.
Margaret Strang.
Alexander Christensen.
Belle Whiting.
Hunter Stansel.
Madison White.
Skylar Ellis.
America Aviles.
Diana Gonzalez Sosa.
Araceli Renteria.
Catalina Shavira Lopez.
Lillian Daniel.
Bo Broadus.
Sierra Blackburn.
Lina Mercado Tejeda.
Asadia Rice.
Bethany Squires.
Kaya Daggett.
Tori Moore.
Seth Suzelis.
Sky Wilson.
David Abbott.
Callie Donaldson.
Hunter West.
Chandler Stuckey.
Tanner Burns.
Samantha Hines.
Nolan Vaughn.
Jaden Ripley.
Torrance Pearson.
John Silito.
Jasmine Mejia.
David Walters Cesares.
Crime Guerrero.
Riley Loyola.
Carly Gow.
Kristen Stagner.
Ashley Frosham.
Cassie Sackman.
Ariana Sanchez.
Daphne Ariano.
Eric Barriga.
Emmanuel Mendoza Aregin.
Joel Guillen.
Sergio Bravo.
Ivan Romero Negrete.
Cheyenne Chang.
Kaylani Gomez.
Jesus Ramos.
Brian Salas.
Julissa Aguilar.
Luis Diaz.
Fatima Marquez.
Kalia Penalosa Clarity.
Emma Patterson.
Stephanie de la Paz Cerda.
Tanner T-Bone Nelson.
Sophie Bills.
Ivan Soto.
Seth Gamble.
Jasmine Torres, aka JT.
Hayden Collette.
Maybell Seibert.
Wyatt McLucas.
Chantel Clark.
Angel Lopez.
Ashley Ashmore.
Alyssa Newell.
Colton Everett.
Mackenzie Colson.
Matthew Moss.
Tony Leon.
Daniel Whiting.
Vanessa Mendez.
Jeanette Nahara.
Ramon Luop Rodriguez.
Tanya Rivera.
Sebastian Aviles.
Renee Ambrose.
Cassandra Gao.
Kyle Rush.
Sequoia Stagg.
Kaylee Sloan.
Cameron Bonner.
Maddie Koenig.
Ryan Fitzsimmons.
Samara Ponce Myers.
Sean Barger.
Andrea Sanchez Blanco.
Gavin Ackerman.
Emily Black.
Ian McGregor. Sorry.
Haley Gaines.
Joseph Earhart.
Danny Taylor.
John Barcott.
Haley Stanger.
Gladys Sara Roque.
Alexi Stanger.
Litzy Aguilar.
Tiana Figueroa.
Yvette Vargas de la Cruz.
Brian Rodriguez.
Anayeli Rodriguez.
Micaiah Imes.
Jessica Carney.
Ariana Vargas.
Selena Armendariz.
Chase Johnson.
Everett Ramirez Cardenas.
Xavier Reyes.
Kelly Arroyo Mendoza.
Maricela Cortez, aka Mari Chacha.
Emily Craddock.
Jenny Alvarado Palamo.
Sadie Nichols.
Devin Gennard.
Brighton Reen.
Jackson Brown.
Mom, your shoulders look fantastic.
Elise Olkey.
I'm sorry.
Landon Kimberly.
Ryan Frazier.
Kaylin Massey.
Dawson Schultz.
Molly Lawrence.
Kyler Morrow.
Briar Wood.
David Bedoya.
Havea Moy.
Cameron Roy.
Lizette Solis Navarrete.
Aaron Lane.
Michelle Guion.
McKenna York.
Zoe White.
Dakota Michael.
Alyssa Kanarik.
Caleb Gollyhorn.
Victor Welton.
Jack Knighton.
Corey Feynman.
Catherine Villa.
Sophia Grace Isola.
Renee Hughes.
Juliana DePaz.
Kyler Kaiser.
Victoria Solling.
Shelby Donahue.
Caitlin Cox.
Haley Solis.
Jack, my best friend Feeney.
Callie Smith.
Emily Scarmazino.
Courtney Durham.
Alyssa Shamaria.
Kiana Brunson.
Preston Esparza.
Jonathan Cordero Ramirez.
Braden West.
Cole Warren.
Colby Beauchamp.
Skylar Day.
Elizabeth Popoff.
Juliana Narduzzi. Michelle Sanchez.
Austin Biondi.
Brenda Ariola.
Jenny Hernandez Ramos. Alejandra Armazello.
Jesus Ramirez.
Serena Vallison.
Garrett Adams. Abby Burns.
George Vargas.
Rebecca Gonzalez Vaca.
Jesus Olivera. Samantha Agnew.
Noel Briseño Alvaredo.
Megan Dodge.
Cesar Sitio. Luis Gonzalez.
Hannah Speeton.
Zoe Sorensen.
Kyler Bachma. Isaac Hernandez.
Caleb Chin.
Cesar Mendoza Ayala.
Kenneth Britton. Jarrett Beauchamp.
Aiden Larson.
Colton Smith.
Taylor Cornelou. Lance Whitmer.
Jeanette Hernandez Sandoval.
Ethan Fraley.
Jose Morales. Justin Fuller. Jonathan Quiroga Larios.
Sabrina Morin.
Elias Ramirez.
Emma Sundy. Jesus Luna Alfaro.
Kaya Finvold Erickson.
Jose Reyes Garcia.
Kylie Eldridge. Maria Sanchez Acosta.
Madison Harrison.
Deborah Martin.
Victoria Oglin. Michael Sosa.
Bethany Miller.
Joey Rios.
Gabriel Chato Ramirez. Ivan Morales Tovar.
Sandra Villegas.
Osvaldo Ramos Barbosa.
Felix Hansen. Katia Soto.
Al Martinez.
Saúl González Mercado.
Jasmine Lopez Naranjo. Lorena Cepeda Fuertes.
Angelica Torres Mata.
Okay. Alejandro Hernandez Rodriguez.
Julio Rojas. Alex Keeler.
Erica Almanza.
Alan Amaya.
Hannah Flores. Brandon Harris.
Christian Flores.
Eric Olson.
Josefina Gonzalez. Gerardo, aka Jerry Bustos Morfin.
Citlali Gonzalez Arroyo.
Jose Mosqueda, aka Buddy.
Karen Hernandez Valdivines. Janelle Burnett.
Azucena Hernandez Escalona.
Whitney Lane.
Cameron Kissel. Oh, I know.
Christian Ruiz.
Nathan Forrester. Alexis Fisher.
Brianne Hendershot.
Janae Wiggs.
Evan Lord. Carla Cazares Perez.
Jordan Jones.
Jackie Mendez Cardenas.
Austin Barnett. Annika Johnson Sizemore.
Caden Llewellyn.
Brianne Niffen.
Calvin Hansen. Sarah Kelly.
Jordan Jessup.
Cassie DeWitt.
Jose Arroyo. Haley Chang.
Charlie Artiaga.
Tiana Larson.
Enrique Solano Mendoza. Alicia Hastings.
Dominic Leroy.
Caitlin Craig.
Colton Hayworth. Corey Mayo.
Wayne Wilson.
Emmanuel, a.k.a. Manny Bustos.
Eric Avila. Saul Trujillo.
Guadalupe Gomez.
Dane Marol.
Omar Silva. Josh McVeigh.
Vanessa Marino Sanchez.
Miles Moore.
Ruben Bernal. Spencer White.
Giselle Guerra Rios.
Eric Arnold.
Jimena Vasquez. Skylar Sturgis.
Isaac Ramos.
Colton Jackson.
Tishara Ashmore. Carlos Rosales.
Dylan Eaton.
Noe Mendoza Ramirez.
Maggie Fennell. Isaac Martinez.
Adriana Blanchfield.
Michaela Sanford.
Braulio Alvarado. Matthew Wortman.
Aaron French.
Caden Juckmes.
Levi Little. Jack Falinga.
Hayden Mosier.
Derek Payne.
Jaden McNeil. Alaric Jaspers.
Natalie Kerr.
Adalberto Gutierrez.
Colton Van Wagner. Evan Vay.
Nathan DeVries.
Mason Morgan.
Isaac Figueroa. Taryn Johnson.
Toriana Menard.
Gustavo Valdez.
Shaylee Ramirez. Gracie Falk.
Kendra Arciga Trevino.
Musa Nassar.
Sydney Deering. Ashlyn McKinley.
Hunter Jones.
Caitlin Schweitzer.
Jared James. Dustin Wagaman.
Levi Davis.
Zach Holt.
Malachi Blackwell. Christian Tonga.
Alan Huff.
James Brown.
Fernando Sanchez. Hey. Sarah Nelson.
Taylor Hedges.
Ryan Olguin.
Giselle Gallardo Cortez. Morgan Rosentrader.
Brenda Castillo Madrigal.
Adan Alvarez.
Nayeli Ruiz Morales. Edgar Eddie Vidal Rodriguez.
Natatai Prapampo.
Alejandro Zigala Gonzalez.
Alejandro Correa Tellez. Lexi White.
Tatiana Vargas.
Mallory Kaufman.
Luz Mesa Valtierra. Darian Shea Hill.
Maria Monguia.
Melanie Fulkerson.
Jasmine Hernandez. Bryce Brzee.
Margarita Sanchez.
George Cabrera.
Christopher Salgado. Anna Moreno.
Christian Garcia Aviles.
Eric Alvarado Reyes.
Becca Francis. Keenan Mott. Rolando Martinez Tapia.
Hector Fuentes.
Alan Ortega Montez.
Fernando Negrete. Gage Hudgens.
Heriberto Mendoza Rivera.
Maxwell Miller.
Francisco Sanchez. Gerald Goodman.
Daniel Manzanares.
Autumn Collins.
Alice Organas Valencia.
Julia Naranjo.
Samantha Mosier.
Jasmine J. Boogie Moore.
Jackson Gunyon.
Nayeli Perez.
Lincoln Huber.
Mark Orr.
Zachary Beasley.
Eric Card.
Landonius Jameson Donald McClune IV.
Gabe Reynoso.
Lucy Gomez. Jenna Martinez. Could I please have Aiden and Kai Bailey up here?
enjoyed this special presentation of the 61st commencement exercises of Eastmont High School. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors. Automoca, with 6 locations in our valley to serve you. Black Rock Asphalt Services, your local asphalt seal coating company. Cashmere Valley Bank, the little bank with the big circle of friends. Columbia Valley Community Health, with 9 locations serving Wenatchee and Chelan. Dr. Parks, DDS, an orthodontic specialist. Call 662-7918 for a complimentary evaluation. First Choice Collision Center, your first choice in collision repair. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language. Go USA, your local source for promotional products and branded apparel. Harvest Valley Pest Control, your guide to the pest-free life. Call for your free quote. Leonard Evans Used Cars Superstore, where the name means a great deal. Rose Tractor in East Wenatchee, your local Cub Cadet dealer. The Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club, sign up for summer programs today. Wenatchee Valley College, your future starts here. And by the Walkabout Grill in downtown Wenatchee and outdoor seating in Leavenworth. For rebroadcast times of tonight's ceremonies, please go to our website, NCWLIFE.com.